Hey there, everyone. Dr. Beth Westie here, and I wanted to come on and talk about how to detox without being hungry. This is something that I had to dive into recently with quite a few people. I was surprised at how many people didn't realize that, oh, if you're going to do a detox, you don't need to make yourself feel like crap or do something that's out like severely outside of the ordinary. I mean, depending on what type of detoxification you're going through, there's a lot of different ways to do this. There's a lot of different systems to focus on, but there's always a way to support your system as it's going through this. And one of the most important things to realize is if your system is depleted and you're going into a detox, you're not going to be able to actually do the detox. The purpose and focus of this is that you get your system to release a bunch of gunk, crap, whatever it needs to, some processes that do not do that on its own, right? It's like, it needs to take out the garbage. It needs to take out the garbage. But sometimes there's, three steps to taking out the garbage. You have to collect the garbage, take it out of the trash can, and then you have to go out your front door and then go out to your big garage outside, right? Like, or your big garbage can outside. Those are like three steps, let's say. And if your system gets held up at one of those steps, maybe genetically you're not taking care of that as well. Maybe you've been too depleted, too stressed. Your body's not going to do it naturally on its own, or it's going to have a really hard time doing that. So, again, if you are not eating enough, if you have done a bunch of crash diets, if you are not sleeping enough, your body's not able to detox naturally on its own. So, this is where you're going to need to help your system out and make sure you're still supporting it while you're doing this. Now, these are things that I go through with people when we work one on one together, making sure that you are getting all the right support you need so your system shifts and changes internally like it should. So if you want to learn more about that, you can go check out the comments. There's a link there for more information for you. But a lot of times, what I recommend for somebody in terms of detoxification is different and it's person to person, but based on what you would need specifically. So if you're doing a detox, you need to support your system fully to perform the detox like it should be performed. Otherwise, it's not going to do what it should. And so people are like, gosh, I feel like I should have got a better result with this, or it worked for a little bit, but then it didn't really work that well, or yeah, I'm not really sure I ended up with the right result down the road with it. Probably because your system crashed and burned, or it wasn't even, didn't even have enough gas to begin with to go through this process. So, different types of detoxes I put here. So, if you want me to do a video where I talk about this specifically, dive into these things, I can talk about how these are different, how they do different things in the body and give you different results. Yes. So a liver detox, gut detox, cellular detox, lymph detox. Oh my gosh, and I can't I'll put a fat cell one here too. This is also different than just the cellular one. Those are different things, different focus. And then here are some of the main things that you need to support your system as you're going through this. Now, there's different timing of this, and sometimes there's even a different prep time for this. A lot of times I will tell people they need to follow a certain protocol for a couple of weeks at least before your system can actually get through one of these systems properly, right? Depending on how bad your depletion is. But getting enough protein on a regular basis is really important. And even while you're going through a detox, you need enough protein. Hydrate, making sure you're getting enough hydration, getting enough minerals, getting enough micronutrients, all those things are essential and important. And if you're thinking, well, how can you go through any of these detoxes while getting these nutrients in? Liver, for example, most of your hormones in your body, cortisol, stress hormone, estrogens, progesterones, androgens, testosterone, all that stuff is processed through the liver. So if your liver gets backlogged, if your liver gets overwhelmed, it's not going to process through these hormones very well, and it's not going to process through other things. Now, there are certain herbs or other things that can support liver flushing things through. Great. But that's just one of the steps. Sometimes number one and two steps, like estrogen, for example, the first two steps of estrogen detox happen in the liver, but the third step happens in the gut. Oh, they connect. Yes, they connect. And if some of this is not working, but this is working really well, great, but there's a log jam here and it doesn't get through here. That's where your system needs the support to have your liver function properly. Liver actually needs a lot of protein to go through a detox properly. This is one of the number one things I see women making a mistake on when they're trying to work on their hormones. Oh, I was following this thing. Oh, I was doing that thing. I was eating this super clean diet. I was eating, oh, I just chatted with somebody very recently about following this like dietary recommendation of veggies and brown rice, and that was it. Like that was it, veggies and brown rice for weeks. And then doing all these heavy hitter liver detox supplements, which are, I mean, great, but her system tanked because she wasn't getting enough protein. That's the first thing you need. It's crazy. And then when we started getting more protein in her system, oh my gosh, it was less than a week. It was like 5 days. Her system rebounded really, really well. Um, because she knew and was aware of, oh my gosh, I need to fuel my body really differently to get it to do what I want it to do, to get a better result with my hormones. So that's what I got for you guys tonight. Please let me know if you have any other questions on this. Again, other resources I have for you, my books, The Female Fat Solution, which is on Amazon, The Female Menopause Solution, also on Amazon. And then I have my YouTube channel, which is Dr. Beth Westie. You can subscribe to stay updated on all the videos I have coming out. And my podcast is called The Female Health Solution. I've got some amazing episodes coming up, so you do not want to miss out on those. And then I have some really exciting stuff I've been working on for months behind the scenes. So stay tuned for the release of something I have specifically formulated for female hormones to make your body function better. Yes. Okay. Have a great night. Bye.